Welcome to JSB's YouTube channel. In this video, I'm discussing second PU Computer Science Part A Practical Program number 3, which is write a Python program using user-defined function to calculate interest amount using simple interest method and compound interest method and find the difference of interest amount between the two methods. So on your screen. So this is the Python program. There is one user-defined function in the name of simple interest, simpint, and another user-defined function in the name of compint. So simpint calculates using a simple interest method. Compint function calculates using compound interest method. So this is one function and this is another function. And two different functions are there. The program execution starts from here. That is, it is going to accept the values for principal amount, time, rate. Then in this line, there is a function call given to simple interest, and in the next line another function call is given to compound interest. Then the result of this simple interest and the compound interest will be stored in the variable si and ci respectively. Then we are printing the simple interest calculated result by printing the variable value si and ci. After printing it, so you are calculating what is the difference between compound interest method result with the simple interest result value. So that result will be stored in diff int, difference of interest, and we are printing it. So this you can put here also. That makes no difference in the result. Okay, so here three calculations and here printing of three results. Okay, so there is a, you must know what is the formula used for simple interest, what is the formula used for compound interest. So that is very important. Now I will take you to the program, and this is your program. This is one function which calculates using simple interest method. This is another function which calculates using compound interest method. Okay, then these are the three input statements that accepts the principal amount. Enter principal amount, enter time, enter rate of interest. Like this also you can modify the message. Okay, run the module. Okay, enter the principal amount, say 50,000 rupees is the principal amount. Enter the time is say 5 years, and the rate of interest is say 10%. So percent should not be entered, you should enter only the value. Okay, now the result is displayed on your screen. Simple interest amount is rupees 25,000. Compound interest amount is rupees 30,525.50 paisa. So what is the difference? That is 5,525.50. So it is calculated absolutely correctly. Okay, now how you can make it simple? There is no simple here. What we can do is we can change the name of the variables in the place of lengthy names. For principal p I can use, for the time in the place of time t can be used, and in the place of rate r can be used. So by this way you can make it little smaller one, ptr divided by 100, and this you can use as, say, just simply yes, and this one as C. Okay, S for simple interest, C for compound interest method. Okay, again, I'm going to replace the names of the variables here, like this P comma T comma R, and in the place of principal P, in the place of rate R, and T in the place of time. Fine. And this also you can reduce P, T and R. Okay. Remember to make changes PTR, here also PTR. Okay. What is the name used for the function? Simple interest? Yes. For compound interest? C. So this change you should make here, and rest of the thing. So even diff interest, you can simply write diff or difference if you are making that change. Okay. Okay, d for difference, d is equal to ci minus si. In that case, make change here also. Okay, I hope we made several changes. Now this is a functional call for this simple interest function, and here is a call given for the compound interest. Now let me check whether this program runs absolutely fine or not. Enter the amount 50,000, time is 5, and interest rate is 10. Yes, we are getting the same result. Yes, dear students, like this. So once you understand the logic of the program, you can make several changes. Very important in this program is to observe and remember the compound interest formula. You should remember the compound interest formula. Simple interest formula, I think everyone very easily remember. That is P into T into R divided by 100. But in the compound interest, the formula is P into 1 plus R divided by 100 to the power of T minus 1. So this formula you must remember. And another important notice is, observe here there are two open brackets and one bracket is closing here, another bracket is closing here. Actually this much. Okay, this you should remember. Okay, this open bracket corresponding closing bracket is at the end. Now here two open brackets are there. It is because 1 plus odd over 100 to the power of 2 t minus 1. Okay, so you have to write the formula like this only. If you don't use these parentheses at the right place correctly, you will end with a error message. So please take care of this part. You please recognize and give importance. Other things are, see, written is used. Why the written is used? Because after calculating the compound interest value, I want it back here and store. Okay, why I want back here? Because I want to find the difference also. Here I want to find the difference. Hence, from the user defined function, whatever the value calculated as simple interest amount and the compound interest amount respectively, should be stored in the variable si and ci. Then only I can find the difference between the two methods. I cannot do that here inside this function block only. Okay. Hence, the return statement is used that will return the value from this function s and from this function c respectively, and stores it in the variable si and ci. Otherwise, it is a very simple program. There is nothing much except the formula for compound interest, which is little difficult. Otherwise, there are three input statements, one for accepting the principal amount, one for accepting the number of years, and one for the rate of interest. Okay. Then next thing is, now you see here, I told you this can be written here, still the output becomes same. Okay, fine. Now a functional call S will return the SI value. Functional call to the C function will return the CI value and stores here, okay, the SI and CI variable. Then here the difference between the two methods is calculated and stored in the variable D. After that, now you see another interesting thing here is the format used. Okay, please notice here. Okay, percentage 8.2, because it is the specific method of formatting the float value. Okay, now you see, take care of this, percentage is used here, also percentage is used, and there is no comma here. In other places we use the comma, so that is another important formatting method used in this program. If you want to make it very simple, now I can make that change here and show you. Okay, rupees, and this time in the place of this percentage I can use a comma, and similarly here. Okay, okay, here, and the comma. Now put the comma. Similarly here also make changes suitably. Put a comma here and the D. Now let us see how exactly this will show the output. I am running this program again. 50,000 is my principal amount. Time is 5 years. Interest rate is 10%. Now you see here. Okay. Now this is giving more floating point value. Okay. So if you print the output using this method, you may get a less marks for improper method of showing the output. Otherwise, this is the most simple way of printing. I hope you have understood this. Okay. This is a very simple print statement along with the message. If you find it simple and easy to write, please attempt by writing like this. But remember, you may lose few marks. Thank you.